Hello everybody and welcome back to Some Dominions 5. We are Bob, the God of Friwald. In the year in the year 4 of the Ascension Wars. This is turn 54. I've already done this turn once, but it was a groggy mess because I just woke up and it was all over the place. I'll try to make it more organized this time. I also forgot to press the record button, so there's really no choice. Let's go through the turn. A messenger has arrived from Avas. He says, "Yes, I had to gain peace with Harassbot since Portis was coming to attack. I need time to research more spells, and another nation would have offered them items to finish me." And another nation would have... I don't know what nation that is, but, well, we can split Portis, but I'd like to gain their capital since it looks like most of their army is going on my side. In return, I'll fight against Shenton once most of Portis is defeated. And I've written up a response for him, but we'll get to it. We have Heavenly Wrath coming in with another angel. Then we have Auspex. Nothing happening with either of those side searchings. Then we have Light. I don't know. I sort of regret casting this one. Whatever. We cast it on Harassbot. And presumably it has done something to him. Folge has cast Hill Giant. We found a magic site in the deep sea. Black Sands, which is a Death 1 site. Very nice. Samwise II has tried to assassinate Maccabi the Druid of the Hawks. So our angel assassin is now on the hunt. And Maccabi will cast Fire Shield, get it up in time. But our guy has fire resistance, so it doesn't really matter. The Mistform, but he doesn't even get a chance. He is instantly evaporated by Samwise, hitting him for 31 points of damage. Yikes. Yep. Attack roll of 36 versus defense roll 11, and then, yeah, just a whole lot of damage going in. Not really a contest. He did get hit by the fire shield, but it resulted in 0 points of damage. Alright, good to know. And that guy is worth 180 gold. And, two recruitment turns, or at least, no, one recruitment turn, my bad. But still, that's pretty good. Definitely worth it. If he can do that every other turn or something like that, that would be good. We won't assassinate in the same province again, because now they're inside the fort. I shouldn't spoil that. Haha. Moving on, all the battles. We have one here us raiding, but he was just set to retreat and will try to run away, and he dies. So we didn't get that one assist. We are being raided by Shenton, and a good amount of these guys here are coming in. All scale spammers. The main thing here being that right now those guys aren't researching. That's a lot of research points not used. So that's really nice. In Lithia, scale spammers, flying scale spammers raiding one of our province. They will take no losses here. And in Shenton there's a battle. This is us breaking out of the siege with everything in here, and then we had another angel join them. So we have Meriadoc, we have Frodo the Third now, and Bilbo with a squad of buried initiates, one hill giant, some trolls, and this sea troll king. We're looking at the Shenton army. We see that it's diminished in size because most of the troops did actually leave. And I don't know if he was planning on breaking into the fort with this. I guess he was. We will see the battle inside the fort as well. All the spoilers, my bad. But the good thing here is the angels, they had this little mage group here, and they land right in the cookie jar, start killing mages right off the bat. There's a lot of skeletons going forward, and we don't have a whole lot of frontline troops, so they'll advance and try to kill some stuff. We have true quality over them for the most part, but the fire elementals are bad for us, and we have two wraith lords moving in to assist the frontline. Oh, he has a magic item. Great Sword of Sharpness. Oh, really? Huh. Alright. Meanwhile, our angels, they don't do all that well when they are surrounded by chaff like this. They will one-shot these skeletons, but one mage can produce skeletons faster than one angel can remove them, is my assumption at least. So they sit here and they try to kill some mages. They're doing well enough. Our front line is routed rather quickly by the fire elementals. They can't really stand up to that, and the Ray Lords. So our mages, they run away. And the buried initiates, they run away. And in the end, there's not a lot left back here. We end up killing more mages, but then we start routing. They get one more hit in. At least we've landed some good afflictions on these guys. This guy's also deceased and will die eventually. And then he flies away as well. Alright, so that's the battle over Shenton. Battle in Shenton here. We lost one bird initiate, but otherwise no commanders. He loses 8 commanders in this one here. And very nice to see, everybody who fled gets away. So no angels lost here. Very nice. But he does survive the battle and win it technically, so he will have a chance at assaulting the fort. Then there was a battle in Shem. This is him trying to relieve the siege. No, excuse me. This is everything inside the fort is coming here to flee. These guys will run away. They have one Wraith Lord who comes in here and tries to kill some stuff. But on the other side we have 2 Hill Giants and a bunch of stuff. And the Hill Giants alone, we know how that works. They will move in. One of them takes a hit there. And then they eat him. And he is digested. Very nice. We have taken control of the province in the below here. So this is Raspa didn't put up any province defense. He put in 1 goal of province defense in here, not in here, in the below. So we've taken that back. Easy peasy. Again, there's just 1 gold would have prevented that, and it's you know, it generates 14 gold right now per turn, plus total of 3 gems. So why would you not pay 1 gold to protect that province? That is my question. In Laria, we have a Wraith Lord, Gothmog. Is that right? Gothmog. Where have I seen Gothmog? Oh, this is from the Lord of the Rings as well. Oh, nice. Oh, he's really sticking to the theme. That's nice. He's gonna get this province, no problem. In Jelena Gora, we are raiding him with some stealthy troops, and we will kill his province defense here, no biggie. Nothing lost. In the Soaked Earth, the swamp in between our nations is once again being raided by a Wraith Lord, and he will kill this province defense, no biggie. We've taken control of the province of the Great Woods, and this again reinforces the just pay 1 gold, my dudes. This golden throne generates about 200 gold per turn, so this is probably more than 200 gold that this province earns. I'm assuming like 250, maybe even 300 gold is generated in this province every turn. Right now he's not getting, he's getting a reduced amount, I think. But I'm basically stealing 136 gold from him, from 1 scout. Because he didn't put 1 gold of PD in here. He loses so much more gold. Just these 2 here. I can't fathom how these guys can defend to themselves. Not even that. Let's see if there's another example. Like, we'll get to it, I suppose. My point is, like here, this is another province where that happens. Shenton didn't put any province defense in here, so we take it. He would have lost with the 1 province defense, no doubt. But he would have gotten, a full detailed battle report like this, detailing what every unit in that army is, so he has perfect intel. Just for 1 gold you get that, and a chance to defend off scouts, and I can't. That must be worth 1 gold. I just don't understand. And repeat it should be done by everyone in the community, is my point. 1 gold. I'm a little bit flustered by the whole thing. Scalar spammers killing our province defense here. In Sothalar we are attacking. This is underwater, which is reclaiming the water provinces. There's nothing here. A priest. Didn't matter. In the Realm of Silence, we are being he's relieving the siege. So just getting that province taken down is gonna take away 22 points of research for him that turn. Also the recruitment of the mage and everything. Definitely worth a raid. In Ministra, we came from the fort there and we joined up with another caveman squad, so now 25 cavemen. Sort of, there's actually some province defense here and some real units. So we'll be moving in with our squad of cavemen, backed up by 1 buried initiate, and they hit like trucks, so they might not have anything else going for them, but against regular troops, if they outnumber them at least, they will definitely be butchering everything in their path. Just hit so hard, nothing can really stand up to them if they get hit And our Varied Initiate even gets some hits in, so if we look at Minister here, we killed 2 here, and we lost 2 Kingmen. But that's fine. And in Toledo, we are being raided by Rustbot. This is an actual sort of army, a small army of Rustbot. We have a number of devils here, and a few of these destroyers of flame. Now, interesting enough, when they come into our territory, they are less good than they usually are, because we have Cold Domain, and we have, these guys have Chaos Power, and we have Order in our provinces. So, I believe this is why he has held off on attacking us. We do not have the good domain for him to be in. We land some hits with the arrows, at least. Hopefully we gave them an affliction or something. This will not be a fight. In Toledo, these guys, they kill everything. We had one Friwald East Lancer in here. A little bit of province defense. That was Toledo. Then Enik Fale. I sort of regret making this move, because now Batiste will actually maybe want to counter-raid against us. But I moved in here because there was a province defense of 0 as well. So if he had moved this army, we would have taken the province. But what instead is happening is very interesting. Now, our guy is set to run away, but he set his things to do all sorts of crazy things. He's casting spells with these blood slaves. He's moving forward with all these poisonous guys. And look at this here. Just look at this here. All these blood slaves. I'm assuming there's probably like 30 or maybe 40 blood slaves here. And they all die. Just like that. Just like that. Beautiful. So we didn't lose our scout. They lost 2 imps to their own poison thing. The Portisan Impalers actually deal a little bit of damage to each other despite their high poison resistance, so one of them died. 2 wolves were lost, and then about 40 blood slaves. And we didn't lose anything, our guy gets away. So definitely a successful small raid. He's not gonna like that. And Mark, we break out with 2 angels. Bob is coming in here now, and we have 2 Wraith Lords, Counter Wraith, and we have a Psychic Bird who's going to be buffing a little bit. And then on the other side, we see the army of Shenton. Big battle. Now Bob, they cast Relief. And a lot of other things. He's doing his thing. Here's the Howl. Right now he's at 15 fire resistance because he cast the Gaia thing, Strength of Gaia. We'll be casting Elemental Fortitude next. We have Howl up and running, so we are getting wolves now, and the angels will fly in and attack. Now, we were lucky in the last battle, then they landed right in the cookie jar. This is less good. These are soulless, they are worth nothing. And they end up standing in here, and well, they'll be surrounded by skeletons, and they'll never leave. Now that would be okay. They are really hard to kill, and they won't die to these skeletons at all. But they are surrounded by mages, and we see something new here that is rather worrisome. They get all sorts of different spells cast into their face. And, you know, they have high magic resistance, 21 here. But he's not taking... Sariel isn't taking any damage right now. Neither is he, really. But this guy's weakened and has a chest wound. Nothing here. So, really quickly, they get wept by all kinds of things. They also cast... We cast the Ravenous Swarm, which I'm really disappointed in. It says here it made by nature managed to combat undead. The swarm will consume 1 undead after each other until the battle ends. I guess there's just so many undeads here that it's hard to see which ones are being affected. I thought it would affect all of them at the same time, but it seems like it's eating one of them at a time, and this just doesn't matter against all these undeads. There's just too many of them. So they don't take a lot of damage. It's not like it clears the board. They are summoning them faster, I think, than the spell is killing them. Still have nothing else going on here. Now, let's see, harassed penalty minus 13, so they are getting hit. The horror helmet will do nothing here. They're killing a lot, sure. There was a big hit on this guy. He's now blind and limp. while Serial here is blind and has a chest wound. And from that point on, they're just sort of getting dragged down by all the spells. They can't resist every one of them. And so they will go down. They will be dragged down. On the other side of the field, the Wraith Lords has been killed. The one bird consort we had ran away. He just buffed the Bob and the Angels. Serial is down. Peregrine, blind, limb, weakened chest wound, and never healing wound. He's at -1 hit point at this point. I guess he's blessed. Yep. So he has Undying 2. And down he goes. Oh, I suppose he had the potion, so he's gonna, or elixir, so he's gonna revive and try again. But he won't live through all of that spell spam. Yeah. Meanwhile, Bob in the front line has now 20 fire resistance and protection 25. He's regenerating 10%, and he has 129 hit points. He's really hard to kill, and he has a wine shield. The German crusted crabbo comes in here, which is have been a really thorn in our side for a long time, or in the world as a whole, and it's cut down right just like that. So that thing is gone. We see some mages coming in here, and they get cut down. They don't like being in here at all. The whites that come in are actually killed as well. And then the rest of the battle sort of devolves into this mosh pit around Bob. The angels at the back are gone. There's wolves coming in all the time, but there's so many mages here that they get killed by some weird spell every time they try to come in. And this is the result. Now, this battle will end. There's a turn timer, or so like a battle end timer. I'm gonna pour myself a cup of coffee here. It takes a minute or two, but stay with me. It does get interesting at the very end. I promise you. Oh, I spilled coffee everywhere. Goddamn. Hold on. I think we should be approaching the end at this point. Bob will never be able to cut his way out of that. There's still a mage running around here at the back. I don't know why he sends them forward like this. Not sure. Maybe he's on advance and cast spells. Maybe he's not scripted at all. I don't know. So many skeletons. I think if I would ever nerf anything in Dominions, it would be the skeleton, because it does make for this kind of shenanigans, and it doesn't... This isn't fun, really. This is a weird interaction in the game that is a result of too many battle spawns, battle summons. That is just overwhelming. I'm not sure what you would change it to, or how you would balance it, but it doesn't feel very good to me, that's just what I'm saying. Anyway... Still going. We are at maximum speed. Bob is fighting. Bob is taking damage every once in a while. He's actually broken at this point, but he can't get out. Oh, here they go. They run away. All the mages, they run away. They finally break. There they go. And Bob, on the other side of the field, will clear a path through the skeletons and run away. Now, the real important part here is there's no commanders left on the field here. Right? That's one thing. No commanders left on this field of battle. Everyone who ran away, if we click at Mark here, and again, I don't understand why people, he could have raided all of these provinces. I haven't tried to defend them really. Just taking one. One will give them, like I did up here. I took this province and this province this turn, and as a result, our mages from this battle were able to run away to these two provinces. Just one province is enough to do that, I think. He could have taken this one, this one, this one, this one easily, and I don't know if he could have gotten just one of them. But because he didn't, everything that runs away here is dead. That is all the commanders, and there's 10 units remaining. Pale ones, flail infantries, and whites. So we'll be breaking siege and killing those, but that's the end of that army. Because Bob timed them out, and he successfully retreated into the fort. Just raiding one province would have saved probably like 50 mages. No, I'm exaggerating. That's a crazy number. A big amount of mages would have been saved by just claiming one neighbor province. Anyway, on to Mir. It's a strategy worth remembering. If you have a big army, remember to always claim a province next to it. So if your army is routed for some silly reason, your guys can run away and has a chance to run into friendly territory at least. Anyway, in the Mir, we're moving on to the next battle. We are being raided by a Wraith Lord. That's what it is. In a Grain Gate, we are being attacked by Rasbad. This is an interesting build here. This is a normal commander with no special units. These are just light Maria Crushers infantries. There's about, I don't know, 30 of them. And this is our province defense. We did have one Buried Consort patrolling. He has a few barbarians with him, and we have one Bane with him. So they'll land back here, as is the flying custom. Actually, he's not that well protected here, but he does cast Iron Warriors, so this entire square. There's also a High Priest here. They'd have protection 22, and everyone in this space is relatively well protected, so that is nice. That's a good thing about Hobbits. They have a lot of units in one square for buffing spells. Now he's left alone. So that could have been really dangerous, but he isn't surrounded. They land back here. And they sort of get surrounded and killed. The commander, I guess he gets away? Yeah. But we murdered everything else. So in the Grain Gate, we did take some losses. Some barbarians and stuff. Nothing important. The Bane survived. The two commanders survived. Very nice. We killed 32, excuse me, infantries. So a small battle in a war against Rasbad. We're attacking in Umbra. This is on top of one of his Shanton forts, and there's a little bit of province defense here. This is our amphibian army and our mercenaries. They land on some of the mercenaries and try to kill them. Then our amphibian army will flank and kill everything. Rather decent force coming from the water here. That's very nice. This is what I wanted to see. In Umbra, we lost one of the mercenary guys. And Domin, we are being... Is this us raiding? This is us raiding with... this is Counter Wraith, I think. No, this is Gollum the Wraith Lord. And here we go. Horde of skeletons. Well, I don't know. Well, we don't need to see that, do we? We kill them. In the Great Dunes... Oh, I skipped the Wind Whip. That's my bad. The Great Dunes, this is an attack from Potis against Avas. But here's a rather decent army from Avas. And he will try to hold off the snake people. First the chariots will come in and try to wreak some havoc here. I wonder if that actually does anything. They get blasted by a bunch of spells. Oh, they're getting at the mage here. Haha. Come on, kill him. Oh, he survives. Ha. But they're running through here, and I think they killed one in there. Then the armies will meet. And once again, I didn't show it here, but while they're moving forward, some of them are actually taking a little bit of poison damage from the overlapping poison auras on themselves. So there's so much poison cloud going on that even poison resistant 15 doesn't make them entirely immune. They take very little damage from it though. And once they meet with Avas, a lot of the poison will start killing these otherwise almost invulnerable troops. So that's nice. But then just enough of the Avasian troops will be able to break through and just murder these snakes that aren't very good on their own. In the Great Dunes here, they did lose 20 units. And yeah, one mage was lost, Paramount Sacrifice, which is one of the expensive ones. Very, very good for the campaign as a whole. So I'm not cheering for Avas. I want them to, because I still think that if he conquered Portis really quickly, and I was dominating against Harasbat and Shenton, he will join them and 3v1 me. So, but right now he's got other things to do, so that's nice. They basically murder everything, but they did outman them quite a lot, and they have better mage support. There was a battle in Hailmire. This is Shenton. This is his army that was on Shenton's capital. He's moving that south now. And we were moving up here to counter raid in case he sent a Wraith Lord. But here's the army. So this is the biggest Shenton, the only known Shenton army at this point. And it's not, you know, it's not that easily beat, but we already killed quite a lot of his nearby support mages. I think we will do okay against this. This battle we lose handedly, and our guy here is at 143 fatigue, so he will not be getting away. Here comes the horde, the tide of skeletons and other things. That is annoying. And Hailmire, he does lose 7 units, nothing significant. 1 commander in here, barbarians, clubber, just small numbers. That's nice, and that's okay. In Quantum, so Quantum, he did go AI now, but he did this turn, I think, before clicking the AI button, so this is his last ditch attempt, and this is what we had on him, on his capital. So they will make their one final sally out and try to rid Quantum of the besiegers. It's so annoying that these hill giants are always moving forward, because we want them to survive, but they usually end up getting killed from just rushing forward. That is unfortunate. Yeah, they both die. But our skill spam here out equals, I think, anything they can put up. And they have a lot of mages, but once we get into that cookie jar, they will evaporate under the weight of the skeletons, and the archers too. And they don't really get away. I think this guy gets away. Yeah, he runs away. So they have like 1 mage in there and a little bit of archers. And of course their god, Sathmok. But we will be trying to siege them down now and take it. We have taken control of the province of the Red Mines. This is here. And this is, again, I just wish he had put one PD. Just 1 gold. He would have seen the army, but it doesn't matter as much here, because he couldn't have defended it, obviously, against this army. But he doesn't get a detailed combat log. So that's... I don't understand why you would not want it. It is what it is. Maybe they're so tight on... They can't be that tight on gold. Like for these 2 provinces up here, at least, it makes you even more tight on gold next turn, because you didn't protect your provinces. I'll stop complaining about that at some point. This is the fortress of Shem. We are attacking into it. He does not have anything. So the attack he made on us was to get the mages out. And it worked. He got away. And, well, we get in there and we kill the defenders. Let's see, that was in Shem. We lost 5 Bone Fiends and 1 Hill Giant again. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. In Shenton. Actually a very interesting little battle. This is what survived from that engagement of ours. Not a lot. So we could almost have defended it, but we didn't quite. Now the first volley here is fun. Because of that, we killed one of the mages just with the slingers. The rest of the battle is not that interesting. I'm not sure if this Phoenix Pyre suicide was intentional, the way he did it. Kind of fun. But it just made him move. We can't really kill anything with a Phoenix Pyre at this point in time. I've never really used that spell, but I've seen other people use it in multiplayer videos and stuff. And it is a troublesome thing to deal with. We'll have to work on that. That was all the battles. And then there was some unexpected events. We gained 5 gems in Oldufa, and we gained 8 gems in the caverns. Then we have the fortress in the cavern realm is completed. That's here on our throne, so we can now spit out hydromancers at twice the speed that we did before. Very cool. Then we're on the siege mark, but no, they will clear that this turn. We started to destroy a fort in Quantum, but we are only severely damaged them. Hopefully we can break it next turn. With 2 turns at max, I think. And then the defenders in the Great Woods are repairing the fort. That's on the Golden Throne of Rasa. We won't be sieging that one. Just wanted to disrupt his infrastructure a bit. Then we have decided to destroy the fort in Umbra up here. But we will not be finishing that. We'll be bouncing everything over to Hesperia and keep him on his toes here. Then we have patrols. We have bought another group of mercenaries. And we have our whites coming back. Alright. Maybe we talk about Quantum first. That's the one. That one's quick. We're moving in more stuff here from nearby provinces to help siege. It's not a lot, but this alone here I think would be enough to take the province. Depending on whether or not we need more. We need more in here, but I'll. Well, the turn I think will roll over while I'm talking, so we can't make a lot of changes. But we would have liked to have more. Actually, he's really good at sieging, this guy, so we should have maybe brought him in. Like siege strength. That's not anything really. He's patrolling in here now. We could move Ratchis in there instead of moving him up here. Probably a good idea. That'll be fine. The AI might attack out, in which case that's good for us. That's not what I wanted to click. Alright, let's look at the war against Shanton, maybe. This army here that is retreating from Shanton will move down to Shem. He's clearly following me south. I'm expecting him to go to Red Mines, but honestly he might go into a Gavillion as well. I didn't really consider that all that much. That's fine. We will move into Shem with most of this army and send a little bit of a raiding force west to claim the Mir again. I'm doubting my decisions here because I would rather not lose in Luthu, but we'll move him down there now. I'll see if I can send the turn in. Everything in Shem is moving out to Canyon Range. We want to keep attacking, and basically if he's moving his troops this way down to Shem, we will be moving our troops from Shem up this way and back into Shanton. We want to claim Laria and Shanton again and get this locked down. Really, that's my goal. All this raiding in the outer provinces is just to distract him and ruin his infrastructure. Once we are ready again, we will be homing in on the center of Shanton, and we want to take Laria down and claim it for ourselves. The same with this Shanton capital. Having sacked it now, he might build it up again with lab and temple, and we can let him do that, spend a lot of gold. We'll come back in. I might want to siege down Hesperia. We are moving in the mercenaries, the amphibian force, and whatever is nearby. These guys fled from Shanton this turn. They can move in. Cardam survived, and he can move in and be a part of the amphibian forces from this point on. That would be quite cool. In the water, we now have Childeric moving up here, and Tun is coming up here. We have a lot of things being produced in these caverns here that will help raid. We're taking this one with Gundamund, which I'm hoping he can do. We're sending one guy up here with 9 of these guys, and then in here we're coming in with Melogus and a bunch of quick cavemen. We hope to take this province away from him. Attack, I think. And then you can go hold 1 turn, stay to hand troops. I like that more. Yeah, so we actually move forward in case there's mages here. That will be good here. Then we can start raiding into Araspa. We are sending this guy up here with just this small force to hopefully take this province. The angels in here, one of them, Bilbo, is moving to the below over here, where he will probably be coming in and try to retake it. So whatever comes in here to try to retake it will be surprised by an angel, and that's also below ground, which is a that is below ground, which is it's in darkness, and they have spirit sight, all of them, so they are not affected by the darkness. I have to keep in mind that wherever we... Oh, god damn it, I hate this. This is my mouse wheel being annoying. Zooming in when I want to zoom out. Wherever we move our angels in Haraspat territory or close to them, we will run the risk of being assaulted by a golden cow in the turn after, like we did with the god of Shanton, teleporting onto our province before we can move the angel away. And that is definitely something to consider. So I'm gonna try to keep most of them in together. I hope in the underground that will benefit me enough that he could probably see our solo the golden cow Bilbo here. I'm hoping. The other angels, Meriadoc and Frodo, are both moving to Ottenshire. And let's talk about Haraspat as a whole here. We have Peregrine II coming in, also going to Ottenshire. The two Wraith Lords are both going to Ottenshire. And there, I think he will siege 2 of these 3 forts minimum this turn. At least the Grain Gate. Probably one of these 2 as well. I'm counting on Ottenshire being the one because it's further from my center. So that's where I'm pouring in all my stuff. They are at the front, all of them, to be blessed and buffed. And then they're all going to hold 1 and attack flyers. So they will hopefully not be going for undead at all, but all the commanders are flying, so they will have a chance of going for the commanders even at the start, or countering the flyers that land on our center. If he doesn't move anything into Ottenshire, I'm going to be a little bit sad, because I'm pouring in a lot of stuff here. But anyway, in the Grain Gate, I'm not patrolling with anything, and I'm moving over... Where is he? Oh, right, the assassin Samwise. So I want him to siege here, and we'll start assassinating the commanders that are sieging here. That'll be good. Yeah, that's just basically what he's there for. They can't patrol when they're sitting in a siege. He can try to assassinate in here, but he would only be able to assassinate commanders that are patrolling. So from the PD or from other commanders that he sets to patrol, which is not really what I'm interested in. And he might find the angel and initiate a battle, in which case he could kill him. Not interested in that at all. So we are gonna go here. I should raid his capital just in case. I will do it next turn. Because he might do a big patrol this turn to flush out Samwise. Good. We are bunching up some ages in Verlothia to hopefully counter a Wraith Lord raid. And we won't be able to cut off the income from these provinces, but I want to grab all of this and then move north. Yeah. Let's see. Haraspat, what else? This army here is going to be a problem, but Angels, I'm thinking we can probably beat them in here. That's what I'm hoping. In the Silver Wall, I'm moving in one guy, Choo-Choo here, to just move and patrol and sit at the front. And what that'll do is that once they land here, the PD will actually have a chance to do a little bit of work. I can boost it again a little bit. I don't know if I'm done talking about that, but in the water, we have now gotten a template set up, so we can do Amber Clan mages. We'll get one every 2 turns. That's very nice. Giving us a chance at this cross path here, these cross paths, and that might do something for us. And if nothing else, the Water Mage level 2 means we can relieve one of these guys from the constant forging. Let's talk about forging. We are doing Forge Sword of Swiftness here and Flask of Holy Water. And here we are doing Construct Mandragora with Bob. I didn't want to waste his turn breaking out of the siege here. I believe everyone else here can do it, and we have one guy moving in here. So they should be able to kill the remaining units. We're doing a Crown of Lead, which is a hat that gives magic resistance, because clearly our angels don't have enough magic resistance. We need it higher, and they don't really need the protection as much, so we're trying that. And here we're doing another Elixir of Life. That is a really good one, and we are not doing any new angels this turn. Let's see, in here we're casting Auspex again. We gave the the Thistle Mace to Bob to do more Mandragora in here, so no horror specs either. In here we are doing a Forge a Lightning Spear. And here we are forging a Horror Helmet and an Armor of Night. We are also casting Troll King's Court. So we'll get a Troll King with an Earth, getting us a higher Earth Mage. We can go up to level 4 Earth with that. And that will allow us to do some little bit more fun spells and stuff. And it will also give us a Army of Trolls, which have really good siege strength. So if he does end up sieging this for this turn, he will have to use a few turns, I think, to break into the siege, and that will give us a chance to respond. And the troll army would be nice for just attacking, counter-attacking him. That's all in here. We are doing Bind Bone Fiends again in here. It's Recite, of course. Yep. And what else? Over here, blood hunting. Up here, not really anything. Alright, so worth talking about research. We are finally getting to Conjuration level 8, so we can do the Well of Misery next turn, and it'll be awesome. On gems, we will be a few gems short, but we will have enough Astral Pearls to easily transmute into that and still get an angel going, I think. So that's nice. We are getting close to getting another Sea King's Court, which we will do if we can. Like this one here. Is that what it's called? The Sea King? Yeah, they are really, really good. I like it. We might want to try doing some other things underwater. Not yet, though. Does he have all the units he can have for patrolling? He does. That's okay. I would like to move this army out and just patrol a little bit around the lake, the shore here, to show off my troops and scare them a bit. But we're having Commander Okrathan will come down and pick up the troops here. We'll set him over there. This guy's raiding. I already said that. They're patrolling in here to get the unrest down. There's a lot of unrest in here. It seems to be growing. We'll do this. But I want to try to search this for more magic sites, I think. Because there might be something, some fishy business going on there. Still searching here. We're still searching in many places. Arnold here will move up and keep searching in this direction here. It's going to take him a few turns to get to a province where there's actually a need for it, but still. Searching here with Waterboy. Bindar, the mercenary, and one other guy will move in here to counter-raid. On mercenaries, we are also bidding for the Windlord, which is a new guy coming in with 30 men. For 240 gold, we are overbidding by quite a lot. In Land 83, which I don't remember. That's in Silverwall. You know what? Maybe I want to rethink that and do it in the Archenshire instead, where we have... I'm overbidding by quite a lot here. I want to make sure that anyone else who bids for them will waste their money, and we can afford it. Alright. I also want to make sure that I've put one province defense in every one of my provinces, because otherwise I am a hypocrite. But I'm pretty sure I have. Alright. That's sort of the end of the turn, isn't it? There's not a lot of other stuff to go on about. We have things in storage that we don't really need at this point. Yeah. In the war against Shenton, if not for the fact that there were other players in this game, I think I would beat Shenton. It has been declared now that Atinium's substitution is not coming around, and they will most likely go AI this turn or the next, which is kind of sad, but it's good for me in as far as winning the game go, because at least they won't be the player who will probably want a revenge on me. And then AI will be really poor at using all these troops, so we will be able to... They will take a few provinces, but then we will be able to win against them, and maybe we can even claim Latinium. So that'll probably be what Bob does. I don't know if he can reach this province next turn, but he might be able to just solo the whole army like they just did here. That would be pretty good, and kill this army too. So we're gonna go for that. Sending Bob over here to deal with Latinium, and get... Cassandra into our domain. Alright. That's sort of about it. I don't know what more there is to say. It's unfortunate. It's funny about this battle here that we lost the 2 Angels of Fury, and I couldn't have predicted this outcome, but honestly, they should have just stayed inside the fort and not participated in that battle, and because it didn't really do anything. And I think Bob would have achieved the same result here, but I didn't expect this to be the result, I'll be honest. It's just not what I predicted at all. And just for one measly raid on a province, like, it would have been the same for us here if not for the fact that I'd taken these 2 provinces this turn. Now they can get away. Like, he could have done the same. Yeah. Enough about that. We're raiding in here with Gollum. We are raiding in here with Balthasar. So just claiming all of his northern provinces. Raiding in here with Folke. I don't know if he's going to go for the Carrion Mire again, but he's not going to be able to hold it, and this will cut off the income from that province at least. We are now making income from all of this because of Umbra here. It's connecting everything, so Domin and Jelena Gora. Very cool. We're not cut off from income anyway. Oh yeah, the Below and Carrion Mire, I suppose. And here, well, that's good enough. I wanted to raid Rosbart more, but I'm a little bit wary about doing it too much at the start. I really want to focus on killing Shanton first and not losing too much to... I don't want to lose any angels to him. I really hope that he's going to try to take the Below again. You know what? I don't think Bilbo should go there. He should go here. Maybe. It's so tough. Like, 3 angels going in here. And that's 4. That makes it 5 angels with Frodo. Who did we lose here? Oh, Peregrine, right. He's the one who died in here, so we're up to 5 again. Is that right? Yeah, Peregrine the first of his name. So we have 5 angels. 3 of them are already going in here. 1 of them is a sneaky dude. We'll go over here, so we can't lose him. These guys will probably survive. But Bilbo might want to join them instead of going off alone. Getting 1 big victory here, and then they can swarm out and maybe do two teams of 2, taking some key provinces. But I am wary of the teleporting cow. That will be what kills them, if anything. Also, being surrounded by these devils might do it. So you know what we are sending? Oh, none of these guys are on move and patrol. Oh boy. Move and patrol. Oh boy, I have to get this turn up before the turn rolls over, because I almost did the thing again where I didn't move and patrol. My lord, if that had happened. Damn. Damn. Well, okay then. Let's get Bilbo in here. This is definitely overkill. Unless he comes in with a lot of troops here. But that'll collect our angels in 1 square, and we can use that to our advantage, I hope. We need to think about this army. If it goes to Carillion, it's moving towards Jebaro, but we can easily reinforce it. And Red Mines, I don't care if he takes Shem. Like I said, I'm going to flank around and get my troops back into Laria and Shatton, and that'll be their goal. I think that's the end of this turn. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the continuation of the war. Let's hope that Avas doesn't join into the war against us here, and that really is the only thing. Alright, we have a message to Avas. So I'm gonna be a little bit more direct with him. He doesn't seem to like the role-playing all that much, so here we go. I say, Carrion Mire is one thing. Shenton may not like you for it, but I still think you should take it. I can't hold all this territory, but I would rather cede some of it to you peacefully than it ending up in Shenton or her Raspat hands. Let me know if there are some provinces you think you can hold either here or through the magical communication of Discord, and we can work it out. We will probably not be assisting you versus Portis. Now that the Birdmen are raiding us, we will focus on not dying to the combined forces of them and Shenton. I assume that you can beat Portis on your own, with them staling every other round. Just a bit of a quip there. All good things about Portis. They have been staling a whole lot, so that's why they are so weak, of course, and they haven't been doing all that well. Not sure really what the player thinking. But right now they are at least being active and attacking someone. I think right now they're set to stale this turn, so maybe they will, and they will lose horribly to Avas, who has never staled once, I think, in this game. So that's why they've been doing well. That's the end of the turn. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.